I don't know why someone's cutting a dog's leg off, but whatever. Right, bear with me everyone, we're gonna sit down. Hello everyone and welcome back to Havana in Cuba. I'm on my balcony in my hostel. Take a look around. This is the area that I'm in. You're gonna see a bit more of that in a little bit. But first things first, it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm having a drink. Right there. Check this out. So I had no corkscrew, so I've had to improvise. Knife in the cork, job done. So this video is a special one. So you might see on a lot of travel YouTube channels that many people do these slightly disingenuous, emotional videos about a place they're in because they love it so much. And I've never really understood that until I got here. That's what this video is. So prepare to get the box of tissues because there might be a bit of emotion in this video. I don't normally do emotion, but I'm going to do it. So I'm going to tell you about my time in Havana so far. I've got a couple of days left at the time of filming this video, and I'm going to be honest with you, when I first got here, I hated it. Absolutely despised it. I thought, well, why the hell am I here? What place, what hellhole have I rocked up in? But you know what? Things have totally changed, and I guess this video is all about how this place has kind of rejuvenated my love of travel in many ways, including the noise behind me. But never mind. You know, the thing about Havana, right, is that there are a lot of frustrations to do with the two currencies, to do with the Wi-Fi situation, which I'm going to go into in another video at a later date. But, you know, and I thought these things would be a huge problem for me, and initially they were. I was really struggling with the culture shock, the fact that it was so different. And having spent 3 months in Mexico, I think only naturally, let me have a drink, only naturally I would compare Mexico to Cuba, but the fact is there is no comparison because they are so different. And you know, the area that I'm staying in, right, is not the best area. So when I got here, you can see the buildings around here aren't in the best condition, but when you look into it further, there's a building over there. I think it's that one, that sort of bluey turquoise one. You see there's a sign on the wall that says 1917. So I'm assuming these buildings are over 100 years old, which is amazing, and there's no surprise that they're in the state that they're in. But actually, it kind of adds to the feeling of the place, you know. And I think once you get over that sort of thing and get used to it, then you feel a lot more comfortable. You know, I've been to so many places before which have been a new country for me the first time I've been somewhere, and I've had this before where I literally want to leave after a couple of days. But I'm so glad that I gave it time and put my emotion in my pocket and reacted rationally, which is what you have to do. And you know, just a thing about this area, right? So I sit up here a lot on this balcony, looking around, watching the people go by, and it's brilliant. So this area, the people around here, I feel like I know these people. They're fantastic. They're always waving up at the balcony and that sort of thing. And when you first get here, I'll admit I felt a bit intimidated in terms of, you know, a lot of younger men, groups of men on the street corners, that sort of thing. But actually, once you get past that intimidation, you find that they're absolutely brilliant. They're super. They're very welcoming. And this might sound a bit flippant, but in terms of women in Havana, I feel like 90% of them are pregnant, and the men are slightly sexually aggressive, but not in a negative way. They're not, you know, it's not aggressiveness. It's more like horniness, I think. And they say that the Cuban libido is famous. There's a bloke right down there right now grabbing his balls. I'm starting to do that all the time. You know, I might be completely wrong with this, but it's just my view, my opinion of this place. And there are some things which, you know, if you're slightly squeamish, you might want to turn away now, but there are some things you have to kind of get used to in this area in Havana. By the way, it's kind of slap bang between old Havana and new Havana. I forgot to say that. And for example, there's dead mice on the street, there's dead cats. I've even come across a clear plastic bag with a severed leg inside. I think it was a dog. I don't know why someone's cutting a dog's leg off, but whatever. And just now, literally, I was walking down the street and something fell from the sky, literally went past my head. Look on the ground, and it was a, what was it? It was like a chick, like a bird. And the amazing thing was, all these kids just ran up to this bird and picked up the bird and rescued it. It was amazing. And I'll come back on to kids in a minute, but back to the Wi-Fi situation. So you would think that someone from a first world country and someone that is used to travelling extensively and needs Wi-Fi, relies on Wi-Fi, you'd think I would have a problem, but I'm being totally honest with this. I haven't seen it as an issue at all. In fact, it's been the opposite. It's been almost refreshing, and I've been able to embrace the fact that I can't go on YouTube every 5 minutes to check comments. I can't do an Instagram story every 5 minutes, and it's like a relief that I don't have to. And actually, you'll be surprised at this. You might want to sit down because it's a bit of a shock, but I've been playing cards. I've been reading books. There's one about, it's in English, there's one about a submarine in the war, and another one which is in German because I'm trying to get better at my German again. And it's about a boy in a white room, basically. He's woken up there, he's 15 years old with no memory, and it's very sinister. All he's got in there is this computer called Alice that won't tell him any information, except about the company that made that technology, and it's all something to do with this boy's dad. That's as far as I've got so far. I'm actually surprised that I'm able to understand it. My German isn't as bad as I thought it was. Yeah, so I guess embrace those things because it will set you free, basically. But back to the children, and this was the thing that completely changed my opinion of Havana. So I was just walking down this street, basically, and it was one evening, and there was a group of young boys playing football, and just after them was a group of girls. They'd drawn out on the floor hopscotch, playing hopscotch. Just after that, there was a little boy with a bat he'd made out of a piece of crappy old wood off the street and was playing with a ball. Then there was a group of older men with a table playing chess, and I walked past a house and I looked in the window, and it was a family playing dominoes round a table. And when I think about, especially in the UK, you would never see that. It's very much what I did when I was a kid, back in the 80s and 90s. I played hopscotch at school in the playground. I was in a football team when I was 9. I played dominoes. I played Cluedo and Monopoly with my family. Probably only on Christmas Day. But the point I'm trying to make is that this place has been refreshing in terms of the children here seem to have some kind of resemblance of a childhood which you don't see in other countries. It's something that's quite touched me, actually, because, you know, and the kids walk by, they're waving, and they're just brilliant, because I think they're obviously taught how to treat other people rather than just sitting in front of an iPad from the age of 3 years old. I need another drink. To end this video, basically, if you're gonna come to Havana, don't just stick to the tourist sites. Obviously do them, but I would absolutely recommend coming to a place like this and experiencing local life. It's exactly why I don't stay in hotels, exactly why I'm a low budget traveller, exactly what I said in the video about digital nomad sacrifices. You know, this place has changed my view on travel completely. It's changed my life. And just the last point about the Wi-Fi, it won't restrict you. There is a world without Wi-Fi. In fact, a world without Wi-Fi sets you free. Pretty much. That is my end thing that I will end this video with. So thanks for watching. I hope that this has given you a good view of what you can expect in Havana and what it can do for you in terms of a person. I love Havana. I don't want to leave. I'm actually getting a bit emotional now. Anyway, it's probably because I'm drinking. So thanks for watching. There's, I think, a couple more videos. Yeah, there's 2 more videos from Havana coming. Stay tuned for them. Thanks for watching my drunkenness. I've had 2 sips of wine. I'm not drunk. I will be. And I'll catch you later.